I want to go over what happened in the Baylor men's basketball yesterday. I do know Jordan Turner sprained his wrist, like I said yesterday, but he's going to be back, should be back soon. Austin Sachs broke his leg in the recent practice, so he's out to 10 to 12 weeks. He's a walk-on. Of course, we don't know about Jonathan Chandler when he's going to return, or if he even returns this year. But I know he has been going through drills, which is good, and he continued to attack rehab. So, and Dayton Grimes is already redshirted. He's going to redshirt this year, which doesn't surprise me. So, in terms of the game itself, this was a game that you need to get some experience in, and a blowout at that. I mean, first of all, defensively, they allowed Mississippi Valley State to score 53 points. So that's good. Though, granted, 18 of those were free throws out of 29 attempts. You like to see that number of attempts on the free throw line go lower with less fouling, of course. The opposing team shot 3 from 13 from 3, which is pretty good, and 16 for 49 overall. You out-rebounded them 53 to the 29, especially 22 offensive rebounds to their 9, and defensive rebounds 31 to 20. You had 27 assists in the game, 12 steals in the game, 7 blocks, 9 turnovers, 22 fouls though need to be improved, and 29 for 43 on free throws, which you have to improve that number. And I'm going to go into reason. And like they were 14 for 34 from 3, which they start slow, but they caught fire at the end. And 51, like they shot 51.4% from the field, 37 for 72 to be exact. Keontae George didn't have his best shooting night. 4 for 13 on the field, 2 from 8 from 3. He made 3 out of 4 free throws though with 13 points. Flo Thamba, he didn't make a 0 for 1 from the field, but 5 for 10 on free throws. That has to improve for him a little bit. But I will say Langston Love looked good in the second half. He had 13 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, and 4 for 6 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds in the game, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 foul. Dale Bonner even looked better than last year already. I mean, 14 points off the bench, 5 for 6 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, 1 for 2 on free throws, which I like to see 2 for 2 from a guard position. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover in the game, besides 2 fouls. I mean, Caleb Lohner, he impressed me. He did. 7 points, 2 for 4 from the field, 3 for 4 from free throws, but you should have seen his missed dunk. He was trying to dunk on somebody, and he missed it, but he got fouled. So, 5 rebounds in the game, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover. Zach Loveday had 6 points in the game, 3 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 0 for 3 on free throws. That's got to have to improve. I'm sorry. That has to improve. 2 rebounds, 1 block. But Josh Ozu, and 2 fouls. Josh Ozuruna needs to work on his fouling. He had 4 fouls in the game. But 9 points in 15 minutes, 4 for 6 from the field, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line, but 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 turnover. Adam Flagler, in 25 minutes, he was like 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3, made all 5 free throws, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, and besides 1 foul. LJ Cryer looked like he was back from that injury, part of injury last year. Remember, he was the leading scorer for the team last year for most of the year until he got hurt. 5 for 11 from the field, which it could be better there. 3 from 8 from 3, 3 for 3 on free throws, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 turnovers though. That might need to cut down. That needs to cut down a little bit. And 3 fouls. I already mentioned Keontae George and Flo Thamba. Jalen Bridges looked good to me. I mean, 13 points in the game. 1 for 3 from 3, but 4 for 7 from the field. made all 4 free throws, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks in a game. So the depth for this team is pretty good, as you could tell. I mean, and based on the double-digit scores Baylor had in the game, they had 6 double-digit scores, and it could have been easily a 7th one in Josh Ojuwuna. Could have been. Or even Caleb Lohner. Either way, they got depth. And some of those backup guys, they could be starters elsewhere, a few of those. So, you know, granted, we can't take too much out of this game. Mississippi Valley State is bad, but it kind of resembles what they should have done to them anyway. Because you never know in college basketball. Because upsets do happen. I mean, Oklahoma even lost to Sam Houston State, and they were 16-point favorites. TCU almost lost to Arkansas and Pine Bluff. They only won by a point. That's terrible. But, you know, granted, I think Keontae George, he forced some shots up. But that 1-3 he made, contested all the way. So he definitely needs to improve his shot selection a little bit. And he needs to adjust to the game a little bit more. But definitely excited for this team here. I mean, granted, I know the next 2 games, next game is against Norfolk State, and they probably want revenge what happened last year in the NCAA tournament against us. Then there's Northern Colorado. Then there's the first true test, and that's Virginia. A week from this Friday. Then, of course, a week from Sunday is either UCLA or Illinois. Both of those in the top 25 right now. So really, I think the next, technically, 2 games should be easy wins. I would think so. So, I would say let's just try to get out of these games healthy from here and see improvement from game 1 to game 2. And maybe start a little bit faster. It was 16-10 for a little bit. But then, big run, game was wide open. And I was worried if we were going to even cover the 44 points. It turned out we didn't have to. You won by 64. So, anyways, I just want to go over the game a little bit and some of the negatives. There's not a lot of negatives in the game. Of course, the fouling needs to be cut down, but it's early on. You gotta make more free throws, but everything else looks good. Of course, some of those fouls, too many fouls equals free throws, so that has to improve. So we'll see how they do. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. It's going to be 400 subscribers and more by the end of this year or sometime in the future.